Good morning and welcome to the Morning Espresso by the Indian Express. My name is Rahil Philippos and here is today's big story. In a massive jolt to the incumbent BJP government in Uttar Pradesh, OBC leader and five-term MLA Swami Prasad Maurya resigned as minister and posed for a photograph with Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav just hours later. The high-profile exit has cast a shadow on a meeting held by the party's top leadership on the upcoming UP polls in Delhi. With Maurya claiming that as many as 15 ministers will follow him, this has upset BJP's plans to finalize strategy and name candidates for the upcoming polls. Meanwhile, in Punjab, Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi said that the party should soon announce its chief ministerial candidate, and he went on to say that he was a popular leader and people often waved at him and broke down barricades to meet him. His statement put him in direct contention with Punjab Congress chief Navjot Singh Sidhu, who also indicated that he should be declared the chief ministerial candidate. An analysis by one of the empowered groups constituted by the Centre on the COVID-19 situation revealed that most of the districts in three poll-bound states, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Manipur, have been found to represent high vulnerability to the emerging COVID pandemic, largely due to the Omicron variant. The other two poll-bound states, namely Uttarakhand and Goa, don't have any districts listed in the vulnerable categories. Next up are our stories exclusive to the Indian Express. 2 years since the coronavirus pandemic first made its presence felt, and in the midst of a massive third wave fueled by the Omicron variant, where do we stand? What have we learnt about the virus, and are we better prepared to deal with it? A former UGC chairman, Varinder S. Chauhan, best known for his work towards developing a malaria vaccine, answers these questions. The government is set to become the biggest shareholder in Vodafone Idea, with the telecom operator accepting the option offered by the Department of Telecommunications to convert interest on deferred spectrum auction payments and adjusted gross revenues to equity. It owed the DoT more than Rs 58,000 crore in AGR dues. Vodafone Idea would issue the shares to the government at a par value of Rs 10 per share. And now for today's must-reads. From separate lanes at the airport to a stringent biobubble and empty stadiums, Maharashtra is going all out to ensure that the upcoming Asian Cup, set to take place from January 20th, is not derailed by the third wave of the pandemic. The 12-nation tournament is also a qualifier for the 2023 Women's World Cup and will be played behind closed doors in Pune, Navi Mumbai and in Mumbai. Help poured in from across the country for the family of Zomato delivery executive Salil Tripathi, who was run over allegedly by a policeman's vehicle while at work. While filmmaker Manish Mundra transferred Rs 4 lakh to Tripathi's wife's bank account, his former colleague has said that he is speaking with people in the hotel industry to start a fundraiser for the family. The family said they were overwhelmed by the support being offered by strangers. And here's some good news for Mumbai residents. The downward spiral in COVID-19 cases continued for the fourth consecutive day, with the city registering 11,647 cases on Tuesday. This corresponds with a dip in daily positivity rates, which fell from 23% on Monday to 18.7% on Tuesday. This hints towards a potential plateauing of the Omicron-fueled third wave, but officials in the Maharashtra government say that it's still too early to tell. A continued push on capital expenditure and infrastructure projects under the National Infrastructure Pipeline will be central in the Union Budget of 2022 to 23 as the centre continues to focus on economic recovery. Projects in roads and railway sectors and the Nal Se Jal scheme are also expected to receive a funding boost. And finally, Amitabh Mattu writes on what the Djokovic saga means for the age of COVID. You can read his opinion and more on the IndianExpress.com website. And that's all for today's Morning Espresso. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Indian Express's YouTube channel for the latest news updates.